Yo, man, this is Set from Set and Key Media. We are back. Yeah, we're back with another one, man. We got something for right now. We are streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. So make sure you follow us on them and enjoy the show because we about to get into it, man. This man Tyler Perry, bro, he be talking too much shit subliminally through his movies. Way too much shit to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of upset. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got me a little salty. No cap. No cap, no cap. And it's like a constant thing with us, though. That's the only thing I don't like. It's like a constant thing with black men. Like, he just cannot lay off us for the life of us. For the life of him, bro. He just gonna constantly come crazy at us. And we just let bro do it. And we let bro do it. How we let somebody just constantly come at us disrespectful as fuck like this? And then we don't boycott no movies, no nothing? Like, really, guys? Really, black men? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all making it look like some bitches when you just let some dude in a dress just destroy our image like that.
Are you serious right now, bro? Like, are you serious right now?
Nah, for real, though. But we gonna get into it. I have some examples I love to show y'all. So let's get into it. And we are here. Transition. Alright, cool.
It was announced, I think, recently that Tyler Perry's Lionsgate deal was not going to be renewed.
That was surprising to me because I thought he was making a lot of money from Lionsgate, man. A lot of money. But you know, I've been so off Tyler Perry movies. I don't watch Tyler Perry. I mean, it's like my madea shit been jumped the shark. Like it's only a matter of time for it's gonna be like Madea goes to Mars. You know, Madea goes to Uganda. Like it's just gonna be a Madea goes to all kind of dumb shit for no reason whatsoever. Madea goes to the bottom of the ocean to discover Atlantis. Like it's just gonna be a bunch of dumb ass shit.
Yeah, I'm weak. Hey, Charlemagne was calling. He's like, yo, how much can you do this Medea shit? Like, how long can you keep this shit up until niggas is just like,
Why?
yeah, nigga, like, why are you doing so fucking much? Like, why? Like, it don't even make sense after a certain point. Like, nigga, like, chill out. Cause goddamn.
And like to me, they been jumped the shark. Like I've been off Tyler Perry movies. If I'm home late at night and it's a Tyler Perry movie on TV, I might watch it, but I'm not going to the theaters to see it. You know, I'm probably not gonna pay for it on demand. And like I always end up getting pissed off at Tyler Perry movies. Temptations, that shit with a girl was cheating on Lance Gross and then she ended up getting beat up by the dude and ended up catching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Temptation was the move, bro. I hated Temptation. I'm thinking, wasn't it with the girl, light skinned girl, got with the rich, dark skinned nigga, and she had a good nigga from childhood. But even though he was a good nigga from childhood, they still found a way to frame him in a bad image. Like, they still found a way to make him, oh, he's too boring. That's why he got cheated on for the richer man. It's like a black man just can't win. If we're too good, we get cheated on. If we're too bad, we get cheated on. It's like, oh, so, and it's like, it teaches black women the most terrible thing. It's okay to cheat on your men. That's all Tyler Perry movies say to me. It is okay to cheat on your man. It is okay to emasculate your man. It is okay to low-key just flat out disrespect your man. That is one thing I don't like about these Tyler Perry movies. I'll be real with you. It's just a complete disrespect for male authority. And nobody want to call it out. But I'm going to call it out today, man. I'm going to call it out. Because y'all not going to keep doing this bullshit with us, bro. Y'all not going to keep doing it.
Catching AIDS and all that shit, and he had a hand in for that for colored girl shit. That shit was an African American horror movie, man.
Nah, that's not. Bro, and the girl ended up catching AIDS from the dude that she was cheating with. They try to come back to the dude. It was just like, bro, yeah, a lot of niggas did not like that movie because it was just like, bro, that's not black love. Like, why does he paint black love in the most like dirtiest, most like cynical way? It's like, bro, all we do is cheat. All we do is lie, cheat, and steal to each other. And then we just continue to support the image that he just propagates through the media, through his movies. Nobody want to say nothing about it. Oh, we're just all gonna sit there like this is just the truth. Okay, okay, okay.
Bruh.
Cowards.
Temptations was an African American horror movie. For Colored Girls was an African American horror movie. I think he had something to do with Precious. That was an African American horror movie. I don't know, man. It's just like Tyler Perry. He paints a very negative portrayal of black men. We ain't that bad. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, Tyler Perry makes us seem like we ain't shit.
Oh God, though, like, bro, if you watch a Tyler Perry movie as another race, you will literally think black men ain't shit. It's like, and I couldn't even blame you. It's like, bro, even in his newest shows, he does the same thing to black men. And black women just watch this shit. They just watch this shit and they don't even know what it's doing to their minds. It's like, think about it. You're watching this shit and you see this shit on TV. Now, you may think that you have to know better. Be like, oh, well, I wouldn't do that in real life. I wouldn't do that in real life. But it's in your mind. It's in your subconscious. You may accidentally perpetuate that and don't even know. You feel me? Like a lot of y'all girls say y'all not city girls, but then you listen to the music and now you're twerking the ass out in the middle of the club. It's like, yeah, that may not be you, but when you put that sound in your head, when you put that vibration in your head, and when you start thinking, yes, you become what you think. Okay? You don't become what you want. You become what you think. So if you want to be something, you gotta think it. And a lot of times, y'all wouldn't be thinking the most negative things about us, so it comes into your life. It's as easy as that. It has nothing to do with black men and black men. It has nothing to do with black women. Why you keep getting shitty black women in your life or shitty black women? They're great black women. It's just what you think will come into your life, and you will also become. And us putting this image of black men in front of black women, they're unconsciously gonna chase those type of men. That's just what's gonna happen.
And it'd be the well off brothers. It'd be the brothers that be doing something. The brothers be having careers. Like in one movie, the guy was a lawyer. He ended up leaving his wife for another woman. That's the guy that got paralyzed. I think that was Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And then Temptations, I think the dude was like a record mogul or something. It's just like people who got their lives together. Remember one movie?
Yeah, I remember Temptation was one that pissed me off the most. And like I said, it was a girl, childhood friend. They got married and all that. You know, perfect black love story. And then Tyler Perry comes through and fucks it all up with some record mogul comes in, rich dude, and just steals her away. And what does that show? Honestly, I think it was a bad look on both black women and black men. It was. Because for the black men, it was like, okay, so even if we're good, even if we're a good man who does his stuff, he's too boring. And then even if we're successful and all that, oh, he's a cheater. So it's like Tyler Perry is creating the image in the black woman's head that you cannot win with black men on either side, rich or poor, good or bad. We're always gonna do some fuck shit. We're never gonna be enough for y'all. But this is what y'all put in your heads. Even if you say, oh, it's just a movie. No, it is propaganda. No, it is an agenda. It is something that goes in your head that sticks there and you don't even know that you're propagating it. Like, for real. I say this. I say I want to do a study on women who usually don't talk crazy to their men. Put them in some Tyler Perry movies. Watch how they act after. Because it's all a mind game. A lot of people don't know that when you're watching these stuff on social media and you're watching these movies, it is a mind game. They are trying to convey a message. They are trying to convince you of something. No matter the movie. It could be a funny movie. They just might try to convince you of something funny. But there's always an underlying message that they're trying to get you to understand or propagate to you. This is why you gotta watch what you watch. Like, if I see movies that just sits there and make black women look like the worst, I wouldn't watch it. Because that's not how I would want to see black women. But apparently, black women love to see black men in a low down position for some reason. I just can't explain it to y'all. I just can't explain it.
Bruh.
But this is what they like.
Dude from Juice and Girlfriends, I can't remember his name. Dude look like Mano. What's the dude's name, man? He was Raheem in Juice, I don't remember. But he was a dude that was wearing a suit and tie all of the time. But he was going around raping girls and somebody killed him. It's like, damn, Tyler Perry. He had Michael Ealy hanging the little baby out the window and like, but Tyler, we ain't that bad. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, he paints us out to be real negative, man. And I just feel like,
Yeah, he paints us out to be jealous, vindictive, hateful, cheating. It's like, bro, I always wonder why do black women like watch this shit. It's like, yo, is this how you really want somebody talking about your men? Like, really? This is really what y'all watching? But then y'all got mad when niggas was watching Kevin Samuels, though. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't say bro was the best example, but he was damn near like Tyler Perry for black men. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Minister Jap is like Tyler Perry for black men. Minister Jap is, because he be going crazy. But it's crazy how y'all can sit there and watch these Tyler Perry movies that constantly bashes us. But then when we sit down and watching us men in a suit talk some truth, the same type of man that Tyler Perry loves to destroy in his movies, y'all got a problem. Yeah, y'all got a problem. It's fucking stupid.
Bruh.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I wonder if Tyler Perry is like, he's on a crusade to make black men look as bad as possible so women don't want us no more so he can have all the men to himself.
Yo,
Gay.
I don't even know if Tyler Perry is gay, but any man who wears a dress, it's a little sus. So I can imagine he might be gay. And he loves, like, filling in the roles with the attractive, low-key some of the most attractive black men out there in the movie industry. Hey, Tyler Perry knows how to play it right. He's going to get the most attractive black men he can find in the movie industry, put them all in the show or the movie, and that's how he gets y'all women. To be honest, it's not as hard as you think to grab women's attention, to be honest. Women's attention is easily gained because, well, hey, come on, man. Women like shiny things, and they like to hear what they like, and they like to hear everything they want to hear. And a better way of saying it, if you ain't telling a black woman what she wants to hear, she 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna be listening to you. If you're not kissing her ass, she's not gonna be listening to you. Sometimes I feel like our women are the most narcissistic women on the planet. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, there's always been the gay rumors about Tyler Perry. He's never actually discussed it publicly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just speaking out loud as usual. That's all.
Well, remember he had that one film where he was an action star.
Oh, that shit was so unbelievable. He was better off putting Madea in that shit. Madea goes to action hero school. Madea is a superhero. Ain't nobody believed Alex Cross is no motherfucking superhero. That shit was like.
Oh God, though, and I'm like, dog, you're out of shape. Like, Tyler Perry's not even in shape. He don't even got the face of an action hero. He don't got the chin, the muscular physique. He don't got the mean mug, the mean scowl or whatever, bro, that the action heroes be having. It's like, dude, nigga, there ain't nothing action about you. Actually, there's a whole lot of feminine things about you, but nobody likes to talk about that. So,
Gay.
First of all, you can't go from playing Madea to playing Alex Cross. Madea is more badass than Alex Cross. Madea is more badass in all the Tyler Perry movies with her pistol, shooting at people, beating up kids on the school bus than Alex Cross was in that movie. The trailers and shit, I knew that was not something I wanted to see. That was something that was not appealing to me whatsoever.
I ain't gonna lie, Madea, bro. Everybody loved Madea, but I had to really see what Madea was. First off, it's a cross-dressing man. Let's get that out the way. He could have found any ratchet black woman, old black woman to play Madea, but he chose to do it himself. Like,
Bruh. Gay.
so let's get that there. Bro loves to be a cross-dresser. He allows cross dressing in his movies. He damn near all he does is propagate black men to do so. It's just a complete emasculation. It's complete emasculation, and nobody sits here and want to talk about it. Actually, we just continuously consume it like it's a good thing. And then we wonder why our women don't respect us. It's like, bro, we let them disrespect us. Look what we let them watch. Hey, but then again, hey, I'll be real. If I go in there and I tell my girl, hey, no more Tyler Perry shit. Shit, man, her ass might be out the door.
And then he got that new movie coming out, The Single Moms.
But then again, though, hey, yo, guys, play an experiment. If your girl watch Tyler Perry movies, watch nothing but Kevin Samuels and Minister Jap all month. If you don't know who they are, look them up. But watch nothing but them for a full month in front of your girl. And when she sits there and complain, look her dead in her eyes and be like, that's exactly how I feel when you watch Tyler Perry movies. And if she cannot make that connection, then no offense, you got a dumbass bitch on your hands, because let's be real, like, come on now. Everybody knows Tyler Perry shits on black men on every show and movie he makes. So let's keep it above. If she can't see that, then I'm sorry, you're dealing with a dumbass. Or an agent. Or an NPC. Like, no damn souls. Because, come on now. You can't have a soul for your people. You can't have, like, any type of compassion for your people if you continuously watch stuff like that. Like, even I had to check myself on certain things I was watching. It's like, if I want to help the black community, I just can't sit there and watch black women bashing all day. If I want to help my relationship with my female, I can't sit there and watch black women get bashed all day. It's just not good. It's not healthy for my mindset. Then if I'm sitting here watching black women get bad, I'm watching the worst of black women, then what type of energy you think I'm gonna take to my girl? Or to the girl I'm with? Like, what type of energy you think I'm gonna bring? I'm gonna bring the same energy that those niggas is giving me in the videos. The distrust, the insecurities. Man, and honestly, hatred. You're gonna have contempt. It's gonna be a somewhat of contempt. I'm gonna be real with you. When you watch this red pill stuff, when you go a little too far, you're gonna feel some type of contempt. Cause trust me, G, that they ain't. Look, sometimes you gotta forgive our women, because look, they ain't know no better. Sometimes it's best that you just let them. Come on. What makes you think black women know any better? They still walk around here overweight as shit, watching Tyler Perry movies, destroying their minds. What makes you think they know any better? That's why you can't really get mad at them sometimes. You can't. They don't understand. They don't. It's like they don't understand the things that's working to destroy their minds. They don't. Like, trust me, if they understood, they wouldn't be wearing makeup. Most of them would step up in the gym, and let's be real, they'd probably get more advanced altogether and STEM and all that. Why? Because they don't fantasize all the time on these Tyler Perry movies. They don't motherfucking sit at home all day and just eat food and gain weight and watch reels all day. It's just like a lot of things. But thing is, that they can do that. They can do that because Tyler Perry is over here telling them that your man is doing no better, that your man is below you, and even when you're doing this bullshit. So the most well-respected black man is lower than the most dirtiest black woman in Tyler Perry's eyes. Because I'll tell you something, bro. Watch some of Tyler... No, if you're a black man, watch Tyler Perry's show Sistas. And watch how crazy he comes at us. Watch how disrespectful this shit is. Like, in every aspect. Like, the fact that there was an interracial couple, and for some reason it made it seem like, oh, the white man can have emotional intelligence, but the black man, that just seems to escape him. And it seems like the only time you can get a black man if it's a light-skinned nigga.
Bruh.
But like I said, though, y'all just keep on watching this shit, ha ha, he, and wondering why you don't treat no black men or no black women right. Wondering why your nigga don't like you like that. Because look at what you watch, and then look what you bring to him, because you perpetuate what you watch. Like it or not, even if you try to control, is what you do, is what you put in your head. This is why I tell motherfuckers to go read books. This is why I tell motherfuckers to try to get an education, because what's in your mind is gonna be what's on your outside. Every trip. Can't escape it. Sorry. Like, man.
Club. He's banking on all the single moms to go see that movie in order for it to be successful. But he better hope them single moms can find a babysitter. Because if they can't find a babysitter opening weekend, that movie ain't going to be no success.
Shout out Charlemagne. You always talking that real shit. Cause, hey man, I feel the same way. Like when motherfuckers come at us like this, man. Boy. He said he hate the Boondocks. Yeah, of course you hate the Boondocks. You got two black. You got a good example of a black boy in there trying to search for knowledge and trying to help his people. Of course, a black man doing anything positive, Tyler Perry hates in a show. So of course he hates the Boondocks. That makes perfect fucking sense. It's like why would he? Oh, and it's made by a black man too. Oh yeah, of course he hates it. Anything created by a black man or shows black men in a good light, these niggas hate. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? And we all just fall for it like dumbasses. But let's see what Tyler Perry triggers black women. So finally, he switches and triggers black women. Let's see what my nigga says.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Listen, man, Tyler Perry done had too much coffee and upset all the women on Instagram. Who gave Tyler Perry some coffee, man? What's going on here? So the caption shared by the Spiritual Word reads, for all the women out there, Tyler Perry has a message for you. How do you feel about this? Just the way that caption is written, they knew that this was an attention-grabbing post. Let's get it.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but...
And you will. You will pay for that, Tyler Perry. But he's like, but I'm rich.
Oh God, the sisterhood will always make you pay for talking anything about them. You can't say nothing about the sisterhood. You can't talk about the single motherhood, the weight, the education, the fact that we got women literally going to school for what? Social and psychology and thinking that they're on the same level as niggas in STEM. It's like wild shit. But then it's narcissistic shit as well. It's just, I ain't gonna lie. It really is just narcissism of black women that just thinks that they're just better than every other woman. It's like, and then our men is completely shit. So our men is so shit that the women just gotta be up there. That's black women's mindset right now. It's like dead ass. Like I said, you can't win with them. You almost can't win with them. You can find a couple you can win with, but I ain't trying to be no pessimist. I say go ahead and if you're black, date black women, but make sure to find you a good one though. And hey man, look, there's a lot of things that came out on social media that low-key exposes the wrong black woman. Like the Keke Palmer situation. If she agrees with that situation, kick her to the curb. Okay? There you go. Easy and simple.
Rich, so I don't give a Keep listening.
In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right?
Cap. That's cap. That's hella cap. Why do y'all keep saying that fucking lie? No, they're not making more money than us. You can check the goddamn... man, you know what, bro? I damn near want to look it up myself, bro, G. Because I ain't going to keep lying to the people like this, saying that black women make more money than black men. No, the fuck they don't. No woman makes more money than the opposite. None. So the fact that y'all keep perpetuating this lie of black women going like, oh, yeah, we make more. No, the fuck y'all don't. No. Like, I'm sorry. Y'all don't even work as more hours as we do if we were on the same job. All right, let's keep it a buck. And God forbid you get pregnant, you really ain't working the same hours as the niggas. Plus, I got maternity leave and all that. Yeah, no. Yeah, y'all not making as much as niggas. Especially when niggas be willing to work 60-hour weeks. Like, come on now. Y'all not making more than us. And then you can look it up on the economics. You can look up the economics. You can look up the wages. Yes, we still make more than y'all. Actually, if you want to count it out on an average per week, I feel like we make about $900 on average and black women make about a good 7. So yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not sure why they propagate that lie to y'all. But then again, I know why. Because it gives you that permission to shit on us. It gives you that permission to look down on us. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So instead of just looking it up and going like, hold on, man, let me actually look up the economics on the internet that says to look this shit up. All right, how much black men make compared to black women? You can look up on any website and you'll find out that black men make more, obviously. But it's crazy how black women, they just want to hear what they want to hear. Like if you don't tell them what they want to hear, they're not listening to it. If you don't tell them something that empowers them, and I mean not them as a person, but them as like a black woman, because that's the only identity that they're damn near proud of at this point, not being who they are. Because me, I'm a man first before I'm a black man. I'm a strong man before I'm a black man. I'm a courageous man before I'm a black man. So me being a black man is just not the only thing that makes me proud. But that's the problem with a lot of these black women. It's the only thing that makes them proud. Because when you say, oh, black women makes more than black men, well, I'm proud as a black woman because we make more than our men. No, the fuck y'all don't. So y'all need to take that out your head and find another reason to be proud. Maybe y'all should be proud because y'all stick with y'all black men. Because y'all always behind y'all black men. Like, maybe that seems a little better. But, hey, man, they'll tell you anything to boost your egos up. And that's the problem. Is like, nowadays, black women are running off the meanest ego trip that the media is giving them. They're running off the meanest ego trip. And how can we, while they're shitting on us, they're giving them an ego trip. So the man who has no ego at this point, because the media done destroyed it out of him, the movies, commercials, all this good shit done destroyed it. Like, I'm toxic, I'm evil, I'm a weak black man because Tyler Perry movies and the media says so. And the woman, I'm a strong black woman, successful entrepreneur, starting businesses. It's like, okay, yeah, black men do that all the time too, but we don't get propagated for it. Nobody puts us on a pedestal for doing what we're supposed to do as men. You feel me? But they put black women on a pedestal for being men. Ain't that about it? Actually, the only time a black man is put on a pedestal is when he's acting like a goddamn fat. Whoops. When he's. Ooh, almost dropped the F word. But yeah.
There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love,
no, they're not.
If that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and
see, this is the problem. Because he's framing it from, oh, wait, well, a black woman make more than, so 9 times out of 10, when a black woman go look for a black man, she's going to be making more. Which is cap. But okay. Okay, cool. I like to hear it. So, like I said, tell me, how does that help the ego check? Because like I said, man, they running high. They running high on this one. What? So you telling me every time, this is why they talk down on us like this every time. Oh, well, when a black woman goes search for a black man, he's gonna be broker. But when she goes to a white man, oh, he's gonna have money. Asian man, he's gonna have money. Any man's gonna have money. But for some reason, the black man is the only one they put in a black woman's eyes to not have money. And y'all don't see the mind control in that? Like, y'all don't see where they kind of got your heads fucked up? Oh no, it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better because if you can't shit on other races, at least you can shit on your counterpart. Bruh. Sad.
and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth. Right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money. All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff. You've handled the light bill, baby. You can take me to dinner every now and then.
See that bullshit? It's the emasculation of the black man. He's already setting the tone where a black man comes in a weak position. That's all Tyler Perry does, is make the black man come in a weak, bitch ass position. And this is what our women watch. And this is why sometimes women are shocked with men like me who stand on their square and who don't go for the bullshit. Because they're used to seeing bitch ass niggas like this bend the knee to the media, bend the knee to the agenda. We got a whole bunch of bend the knee ass niggas. Shit, man. 9 times out of 10, when a woman gets with a black man, she gonna be more in shape, have more money. It's like no, cut that bullshit, bro. Cut the bullshit, bro. Cause that is not it, my nigga. 80% of these black women are overweight, and bro, 80% of y'all getting kicked out your damn cribs. Where is this money that y'all have? Tell me. Because it's crazy how we propagate all the black women that do well, which is a small percentage, but we don't talk about the majority that's fucking the community up. We don't talk about them. It's crazy. Oh, but we will talk about the many of black men. We'll talk about those. No, I ain't gonna say many. We're gonna talk about those small section of black men that are, the Pookies and Ravens. We'll talk about them all fucking day. We'll hold them to the highest order all day. But let an educated black man stand up. Oh yeah, we gotta tear that nigga down. He got too much positivity in his step. He doesn't walk with nigga. He wants better for the community. We gotta take him down. Y'all don't even see where they try to destroy to us. Y'all don't see it. Y'all just call us lame. Y'all want us to be like them niggas. You want us to be like the basic niggas in the hood. So it seems like any type of character difference a black man may have, you try to damn near pull it out of us and make us act like the Pookies and Ray Rays. I know y'all, and I know a lot of y'all black men have dealt with it. You feel me? That is ain't you, G. You actually read. You have a wide vocabulary. You can't talk like how these Cincinnati niggas talk. You can't talk. Well, I'm gonna say, let me not get personal. You can't talk like how a hood nigga talks. Nigga, you got sense. You got education. Nigga, you got positivity in your life. Don't let no woman bring negativity into your life and down your character because she don't got none herself. Because all she likes to do is follow the personalities of social media influencers. Like, bro, half these bitches ain't even their own fucking person. Half of them ain't even their own fucking person. Half of them, it is copying what the next bitch is doing. Copying them from dressing, personality, from what they put on their fucking face to how they fucking wake up. They're just copying. But they're trying to tell you how to be a man. When they can't even be their own woman. All right?
That is fine.
Yeah.
Yo, these women are out here rolling their eyes. Tyler Perry must be writing a movie script because we know that's not how they feel. That is not how they feel. They're not going for that Tyler Perry. Just have a good heart. Just pay the light bill. This man's tripping, bro. And I don't mean it would be.
Let's be real, bro. If black women cared about a good heart, bro, we wouldn't be in half the problems we were in today. If these hoes cared about a good heart, we wouldn't be in half the situation we is today. If they cared about it. Actually, if they cared about a good heart, 80% of them wouldn't be overweight. So they don't even care about the physical heart. What makes you think they care about the spiritual heart? Like, let's be real. And then, let's be real. What type of spirituality do we even have in the black community anymore with these women? Everything is over-sexualized, so they destroy their psyche with over-sexualization. So it's just like, where is it at, G? I need to know. I would love to know. Man, because... And like I said, bro, Tyler Perry propagates all this shit. All this shit this man propagates. Like, all of it.
Great. But we got to remember who we're dealing with here.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no. I need somebody to, who is, they need to make 5 times more and I got to have, well, you go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people who whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you.
That beta male shit, yeah, see? Propagation of the beta male. On God, man, he's trying to kill all the alphas out here in jail. Well, now all we got is beta males. It's like, I don't know what man want to be emasculated like that, but hey, Tyler Perry, always trying to get black men always trying to convince us to step into a feminine, emasculated role. Nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. Nobody want to cause that shit, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. If I have a daughter, she ain't stepping nowhere near a Tyler Perry movie. On my mama. She ain't going nowhere near a Tyler Perry movie. And I'm gonna flip niggas on their heads whoever try to make her watch one. Because you ain't gonna have my daughter think about that way about me. Fuck you talking about. Man, trying to steal the minds of our women.
babe. It's a beautiful thing.
And they do exist. They do exist. I believe that those people he's talking about do exist. I just don't think this is a message for the masses. How do I know? Well, because they came after him in the comment section. But first, let's address something like this first comment that says median income U.S. black males, 56,000. Median income U.S. black females, 42,000. Math ain't mathing. Now, somebody else...
Thank you. Medium income for U.S. black males, 46,000. And this is old because I ain't gonna lie, it raised up due to inflation. So, but yeah, so right now it's at like 50 something. But yeah, this is pretty much the same math. Median U.S. income for black males, $46,000. Median income for U.S. black females, $42,000. The math ain't mathin', G. The math ain't mathin'.
Bruh.
Like,
What? What the fuck?
Bro, it's a $4,000 difference. $4,000 difference. Ain't that crazy? But for some reason, everybody keeps saying black women make more than black men. Like, where did this come from? Like, where did it come from? Because, bro, you can look at our economic websites. You can literally go, what is it, to the CD? No, not the CDC. God damn. I'm trying to remember which website would have this information, but trust me, there's a lot of economic websites that share the information. I was just trying to think of the most popular one. But the problem is you can go get this information from anywhere. But yet you will still hear people say black women make more than black men. And at this point, like I said, y'all don't even see the agenda that's being pushed on y'all. Like, no woman is going to sit there and be like, or black woman, I would hope a black woman would sit there and have that sense to be like, why are they trying to tell us we make more than men? And I know niggas who just be going crazy, working the same job I do, but be pulling in 10 times more hours. Why? Why can I go online and find out that black women make more, but I go on social media and they're telling me that black women make more? Why? What are they trying to say about these black men? What are they trying to do to our black men to where they got to sit there and boldly lie about them? But nope. Black women are too caught up in the ego trip that the social media provides them. Because it feels good.
Responded back and says, state your source. I believe that comes from blackdemographics.com. On top of all that, I've done videos in the past where I've debunked the whole myth of black men being broke and struggling. Don't believe it. All right, don't believe black men are not on an individual basis out earning black women. And don't believe black men are out here hitting black women in the face with bricks. There are all these terrible narratives getting pushed out here to...
Exactly. With the brick narrative too. With the brick lady. Think about it. And apparently, because I ain't gonna lie, what's wrong with the Somali community, but y'all need to get up off our ass. Because y'all like us too much to be talking all this shit. But yeah, it was a Somali woman, and it's crazy because I've had my experience with Somali women too, low key. But they do bring that up about us men, about African American men. They do bring this up about us. They, like I said, because they paint us so bad, but it also gives us that bad boy image in the African diaspora with their women. It gives us a bad boy image. So they kind of do, they do go along, but they do expect the worst out of us. And I don't like it. Because it's crazy how you expect the worst out of us, but you don't expect that out of your own men. Like, what the girl, let's say this. Let's say that she actually did get hit with a brick by a black man. Where the fuck was the Somali niggas? Where was your Somali dudes to pull the fuck up and put hands on that man like...
You ain't know.
Like, where's that? Where are they at? Where are the Somali homies to pull up and put hands on them niggas? But then again, let me not talk too crazy because I ain't gonna lie, man. If the U.S. Olympics was the best of Somalia's fitness and the U.S. president is the best look of masculinity that Somalian people have, oh yeah, trust me, nobody's scared of y'all. Nobody's scared of y'all. Trust me. We do not see very much coming out from you guys. But y'all got a lot to say about us, which is crazy. And it's crazy how she came after black men. Not her own men who she should have been hanging out with. Who she should have been out there, out and about with that night. But no, she's going to be out there with ours. And then not to mention that she made a complete lie against black men. They already got bitches out here saying that black men unalive black women every 5 seconds. Like, which is ridiculous. Like, bro, ain't no way. Like what the fuck? So it's like everybody on us for some reason. Everybody want to attack us, and I have no reason why. But it's cool though. I love being the underdog because I always make it out on top. That's just me. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't no victim. People may try to victimize me, but in the end, I'll victimize them. Yeah, it's what's happening when you got that dog in you.
Make black men look bad, and quite frankly, we're not having it anymore. We have platforms to debunk the myths. Tyler Perry, get your facts right. Another comment here from another man says black women out-earn black men as a whole is 100% false. Okay, so we have some other information here that says even as a whole, he goes on to say per the Department.
Oh God, black women earn black 100% false. Per the there it is, the Department of Labor. My niggas at the DOL. My niggas at the DOL can get you niggas straight. Like yeah, they'll get you straight. You can go to the Department of the Labor website right now, and they'll break it down for you. They'll break it down. They'll let you know how the Asians are low-key out here eating on all sides. The black women the Asian women are the highest earning women. Asian men are the highest earning men. You know, and then below them is white men. Then below them is us. Then below us is Hispanics. That's just the reality of the world. Same thing with black and same thing with women. Top earning Asian. Second after that, white women. Third is black women. After under them is Hispanic women. It's just the way it is. Like, man.
Of labor, so please do some research to correct these people who's spreading false information and narratives. Let me say this about Tyler Perry. Let's be honest. If we look back at Tyler Perry's catalog of movies, I'm going to pull them up here. I'm glad I did this because I wasn't going to, but it just came to mind right now. Have these movies helped encourage women to be strong and independent, or have they helped to promote family and humility and cooperation to combat the modern woman's mindset? Here's another comment in response to that comment that says, bingo. That's another tactic they use to place us against one another. Black women do not make more than black men. Another person here says, I actually agree with him. Good people are hard to come by.
Hey, I see. As I say, niggas be upset with that shit because it's just like, dog. I remember the first time I heard that. I remember the first time I heard that shit. Like, I was just like, oh wow, wait, what? They make how? How do they make more than us? They're not even as fit as us. How do you make more and your asses can barely get up out the bed? So, of course, that was an easy lie to prep through. It was like, trust me, if your fitness ain't as good as us, then your money definitely ain't gonna be as good as us. And I kind of hate how they got the fat black woman out here thinking that these hoes make money when they don't. It's like, that shit be killing me. Or the one fat black woman that made $100 million off trucks out of prison. Yeah, that ain't gonna be you, sweetheart. You might have to actually drop some weight. And actually, I hate black women that propagate that overweight, ugly attitude. But she made some money. She learned the right information about trucking and made some fucking money. Shout out to her. But the attitude and the image that she propagates is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just not how people with her money should act. But you find a white woman with that type of money, you find an Asian woman with her type of money, man, y'all gonna be hella mad. Black gonna be hella mad. Well, okay, so why the Asian woman in shape with 100 million? How come the white woman's in shape with 100 million? Ain't got kids and a family. But the black woman, oh no, she got the over masculine, terrible attitude with no kids and no nothing, no family. It's just like, it's crazy how we live a lower quality of life across all fucking income brackets. Even when we're rich, we live a lower quality of life than other rich people, other rich races. Ain't that about a bitch? Like, nobody want to sit there and kind of check us on that.
If he/she is a good man/woman and they are working towards growing, evolving, maturing financially, mentally, etc., that's good. No. Guys, I hope you didn't fall for it. Because if she ended it at, if he's a good person, then that would have been an acceptable response. And I mean acceptable in the sense of how Tyler Perry meant it. I don't think they're going for this. I think a lot of chicks are there just destined to be alone. They're not wanting to settle, which we know it's not settling. It's being realistic and taking a sip of espresso. This woman is basically saying, as long as they're willing to evolve, no evolving, no chance of them becoming a billionaire. Just accept them for who they are. Now, are they going to work hard in that process? Yes, but you're not going to get that six-figure man. Some of you have to be okay with that. Will they be? I don't think so. She goes on to say they will get where God wants them in his timing, not yours. Or they may never get there, right? Or they just may never get there. I'm not saying accept the bare minimum, this woman says, but remember, nobody's perfect. Just like you would want someone, show you grace, give them some grace too. A for effort. She's going to die alone. Hey guys, have you heard the good news? Well, you can now follow me on Instagram. Why should you? Another comment here says, I share with my followers.
Stay in my Uber back to my house. If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can.
What type of, like, it's kind of funny how all the ugly women be talking about, oh yeah, a man should do this, a man should. I'm like, shawty, what man is ever gonna do anything for you? It's like, tell me. I need to see it, bro. Cause some of these bitches be talking crazy, like, bro, please show me your nigga. Please show me, deal. Please. Like, please, man. I like, does he at least look like me? Like, goddamn. Is he at least in shape, man? Like, goddamn. Cause ain't no way. Like, pay for your Uber? Like, what? What if the Uber hit me back and say there's a weight requirement for the basic package? I'm gonna be sick.
Provide for me. Okay.
Another comment here says, I'm not surprised Tyler Perry's always promoting struggle love. This woman with the red hair says, who is probably by herself, struggling. She says he promotes struggle love to black women in his movies, Diary of a Mad Black Woman and Daddy's Girls. He always pushes this agenda that a black woman want to find a happy relationship unless she chooses a man who's in poverty, which is not true. Broke men cheat a lot and abuse women also. Poor man is not the happy ending for black women. Who says that he is? Who says that it has to be broke or poor? Why can't you just find someone who's average, like you most likely are? And listen, guys, that's not a shot. Most people are most likely average in general. She goes on to say his money, I'm assuming that's supposed to say, is not a factor to good treatment. His character is. Choose men who's financially stable first, then build talks, relationships. Oh yeah, she can't write. A lot of those struggle.
I ain't gonna lie, she can't write. She cannot write for shit.
Love relationships are temporary. Anyway, until that man has enough money to get the woman he truly wants. Another comment from another woman says, how can you be good to someone if all you can afford is a light bill?
I'm weak. Easy. The same way I could walk down the street and hold the door open for you and tell you have a nice day and without having to pay for any bill you ever had. It's like easy. How can you be good to someone if you can't afford a light bill? That's crazy. Like, I really don't think women know how to speak English sometimes. Because I know what she means, but it's like, shawty, your English is terrible. Like, how can you be supportive to someone if all you can do is pay the light bill? Yes, correct. But how can you be good to someone if all you do is pay the light bill? Bitch, the same way you was being good to your mom even though you couldn't afford a single bill. Okay? Yes, that's the same way. There you go.
Damn, this is hypergamy, guys. These women are keeping it real. But the problem is they've encouraged these women to become career-driven women who shoot to make more money, but they didn't tell them the truth about hypergamy and that there's not enough money for everybody to be top percent man. And so now the men who you make the same amount of money as, which are most men, are not economically attractive.
Man, be killing me, bro. Andrew Tate said it best, bro. Motherfuckers want to learn a different language and they don't even know how to speak English all the way well. It's like, God fucking damn it, bro. God damn it. Like one on a whole different language, but your ass still speaking Ebonics. Like, man, nigga, I need that Britain English. That Britain English. Like, when Britons talk about a convict that's at large, they don't say, oh, he's an escaped convict. They say he is unlawfully at large. Yeah, and we need to start picking up that Britain English.
Attractive to you. This woman just literally said, what good is he if all he can afford is a light bill? While I do kind of think the light bill scenario was a bit extreme, I think it's also worth mentioning that a lot of these chicks wouldn't be able to build with the men who they ideally would want. As in, these chicks probably wouldn't want Tyler Perry when he was sleeping in his car, which he was. But right now, he's the ideal candidate. She goes on to say, adults have bills, and if those bills...
Now, that's facts too, though. It's like, a lot of y'all is like, man, it's like this. You want a man who will have to work hella hard, who have to go against all odds, and who have to really put some faith in himself to achieve what he wants. But then a woman like you, we're talking about a positive man, to an overly positive person, but a woman like you who tries to search for negativity in people, who tries to search for any way to put a person down, when a positive person like that in their life, when your life just spews negativity, it's like, bro, that nigga won't even, God won't even let that man come close to your city. Like, shit, he gonna keep that man like that far away from you. Far. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, some of y'all just need to change the way y'all move. Like, some of y'all just move in negativity.
don't get paid, then the whole family is homeless. Or you can be the breadwinner since you are strong and independent. And if we ask you if you're equal to a man, you say yes. So why don't you work? Can't make this shit up. Goes on to say this can only make sense if the woman is financially able to carry the bills on her own. A lot of these chicks actually can make it work. They just don't see a reason to because they're praying for that high earning man, the man who's economically attractive in their eyes. Another woman here said,
See, no, don't want to work on themselves. That's the problem. And also in our community, with both sides, black men and black women do not like to work on themselves. It's like they think that, okay, cool, let me just chase the money and then myself will come after. No, motherfucker. You got to work on yourself first, then the money's going to come. Yes, you got to build discipline within yourself before the money discipline comes. A lot of people don't get that. They really don't. A lot of people don't see how their fitness do equate to how much money they make. It may not be like that in all aspects, but 9 times out of 10, it's the underlying factor why you won't go nowhere in your life. Because you're a fat ass. And you have no discipline on what you eat, and you can't suffer. You can't put yourself through a 30-minute to an hour workout. That's good. You just can't push yourself. But you expect to be able to push yourself up to higher levels when you can't even push yourself through a gym workout. It's like, bro, some of y'all just need to get the fuck out of here with that shit, because
ain't nobody got time for that.
says, why are women making more than men if women can get it? Why can't they? Well, those were false statistics. Now, some of you guys may say, well, Chisha, if men are making more than women, then aren't there men who women can find economically attractive? Well, there's actual studies behind this that give an actual percentage at which women want a man to ideally out-earn them. And it's somewhere between 36 to 58%. Based on a Cornell study, you can look it up. I believe it was here it is. It says, a recent study from Cornell University concluded that fewer people are getting married because there are less economically attractive men available. Now, notice how they...
You know what's funny? I don't even blame these niggas. I don't blame men for being less economically attractive sometimes. Cause the fuck are we working for? Y'all deserve, women of today deserve less economically attractive men. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Surprise, mother.
Because I think it's hoflation. We're gonna get into a video about hoflation. The fact that we're working harder for hoes is crazy. Because back in the day, we were working hard for virgins and women who were going to give us all the children we want and cook and clean and do all the other shit. That was what we were busting our ass for. That was what we were striving for. Now you're giving us the women of today, and we're just like, hold on, I'm going to bust my ass for them. The ones that just look down on me and constantly try to shit on me until I get the money that they want to use me for. It's not about me, it's just the money that I can earn. Why would any man, let's be real, back in the day, men had the main motivation of women to chase that. Now they don't even got that no more. But then y'all mad they less economically attractive. And then y'all gotta go out and get it because there's not, hey, y'all done killed it out of us. Y'all don't even respect them. Think about it like this. Y'all don't even respect the men who can pay all your bills. And we see it. Steve Harvey, paying all his wife's bills for almost 10, 20 years. Took care of kids from another man. Took care of kids from another man. She still cheated. So y'all get these high value niggas and then y'all fumble them anyway. Or y'all do y'all bullshit with them anyway. What example are you giving to young men, honestly? Like women don't even see the damage that they cause, honestly, to their men, to the men around them. It's like a lot of y'all have destroyed y'all siblings, low key. Like y'all brung dirty ass niggas around them and then wonder why your little cousin, your little brother thinks it's okay to be a dirty ass nigga because the woman that he respected messes with dirty ass niggas. Well, or your mother. If you're a son and you see your mom mess with nothing but hood, dirty ass niggas, you gonna think that's okay to be that type of nigga because your mom mess with him. He's good enough for your mom. Your mom's your world. So whatever's good enough for your mom should be good enough for the next bitch.
Bruh.
Yeah, like I say, y'all women don't even see how you destroy the men around you with the men you bring around and through the way you talk about us. Don't even see it.
They said fewer people are getting married because they're when they could have said women. The women aren't.
I guarantee you, bro. Look, bro. There's bitches who would try to turn their little brother to the streets before they tell them to get an education and a job. Okay? There's women that will tell their brother go out there and scam. Then tell them to, I don't know, go to the gym and work out. You feel me? There's a lot of things that women could tell their older brother, younger cousins, any younger man that sees them, that looks up to them in their life. Because yes, us men do look up like shit. I looked up to my mom. I looked up to my older cousins in Atlanta. They're all educated, doing what the fuck they want, pulling up, and I looked up to them. Like, yeah, those are women that I wanted to be around back when I was younger. It's like, shit. That's what helped me. But let's just say if these women that I looked up to brought around, and when they brought around niggas, it was well-to-do niggas. It was niggas with their shirt buttoned all the way the fuck up. It was niggas who damn near looked like they was about to, damn near one little flex, they was about to bust their shirt open. Those are the type of niggas that my cousins, the women that I looked up, brung around me. But you guys wonder why y'all little brothers want to be bums. And I'm like, look at the last boyfriend you brought around them. And then you went as far as to let that man talk to the nigga. Like he had any good advice for him. Like he could show him anything new. Don't even see how y'all destroy y'all own men that y'all hold special to you. Crazy.
Get married, but to paint a woman in a negative light and say they are more concerned about the money is something that this gynocracy will not do. Cornell won't do it because it'll be like, oh, this is talking bad about women, no matter how true it may be. But it goes on to say the study claims that women desire average earning potential that is 58% higher than currently unmarried men. Another comment here says the key words are secure and comfort. I'll have to agree with him. So we have a woman here who agrees. Another comment here says, please pay attention that he said, if he's good to you, doing everything that he can, because too many of y'all miss the message and that part. There are a lot of good men that won't cheat, won't lie, won't abuse you or your children, but they're overlooked because they make $40K a year. We gotta stop that. She's probably talking about herself too in that. And you also have to stop having children with Pookie and Ray Ray. If your baby daddy's broke or in jail, you just can't set high standards after.
Bro, exactly, bro. Like low key. If your ex nigga was a bum ass nigga who had no car, no crib, no nothing, and then you want to come to the next nigga with your head up your ass, is like,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
and
Bruh.
get the fuck out of here. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. That's what a lot of women, bro. A lot of women will treat the upgrade like how they was treating the downgrade. It's like when you upgrade, you're supposed to come with a new attitude. You're supposed to come with a better perspective. But for some reason, y'all come in with the same fucking energy you treat the downgrade with, and when the upgrade leaves your ass, y'all gonna be sick. Oh, he's toxic. Oh, he's this. Oh, he could never, like, all this other shit. It's all the excuses but yourself.
You've lowered them to their children, right? That's another conversation. Here's another comment that says, can we normalize people working on themselves and prioritizing before trying to hop into relationships? If all you can afford is a $20 to $30 light bill, you probably shouldn't be focused on trying to have a relationship with someone. Y'all gonna...
Hey man, hold on, bro. Who light bill $20 to $30?
Oh, hell no, man.
Shit, that ain't my light bill. Yeah, man. What? You live by yourself, sweetheart? Yes. But when you got people in this bitch, no. Sorry.
Keep making excuses for people who have no drive, though. Yeah, people are so lost. That was an extreme example, but we all get where he was trying to come from. Here's another comment from another woman that says, sad thing is a lot of people are missing the point. There's men that will have less, but will work tooth and nail to get you everything. Well, that's wordage is important. To get you what they can. But some will chase a man that has everything that will give you nothing. Okay. Somebody else here says, to each their own, but I'd rather be single if it comes down to that. Well, you don't have to worry, lady. You're going to be single. Somebody else here says, your love been single until no one is at your hospital bed with you. Guys, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've worked in those retirement homes. I've seen it.
Oh, God, though. Love being single until yeah, ain't nobody at that hospital bed with you. Then you're like, well, maybe I ain't choose the best path. But all right, so that's how Tyler Perry got flamed. All right, let's go into this a little bit. Dr. Hassan Johnson.
Never let trauma dictate who you are or support the channel so we can continue to bring you independent black male thought about issues because
love and compassion, not just for me, but for him, blew my mind. I'm like, how can you love this horrible person, right?
You and Dad are not close, us.
No, not. I haven't talked to him in probably 11 years.
Okay.
But he gets a check every month, brand new house,
Still take
brand
care.
new car. Absolutely, because my mother asked me to. So I gave him what he gave me. We were never hungry. There was always food in the house, and the lights were always on.
Okay.
So I make sure he had that, right?
Okay.
But he's missing the best part, which is a relationship with me. But just being at her apron, watching her struggle and go through this.
Okay, so he's talking about his mom. So I guess that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So hold on. So pretty much, bro had like a masculine overload, like I guess a hella masculine dad, because he paid the bills. He just ain't treat the mom too well, but he paid all the fucking bills, and that's the problem. It's crazy how children low-key try to, I don't know, villainize adults like they know their world. Like I always kept out of my parents. I always waited until I knew everything before I judged my parents. Like dead ass. Like there's some shit I've heard. It's just that I didn't know what it was. I wasn't financially illiterate to know some things that my parents were talking about. I wasn't experiencing life enough to know what some of my parents were talking about. So I just choose to stay out of it because I'm just like, bro, I don't know. And not a lot of smart people can do that, Loki. Well, not a lot of people can do that. Because, you get so caught up in your emotions. You hear your parents did something bad, and somebody describe it, but you don't really know how it's bad. You just see the person's reaction, and it makes you upset. When sometimes you gotta learn how to step up outside that and be like, yo, I don't understand this shit. Like, I haven't lived long enough. We're talking about motherfuckers who's 15 years plus than me, talking to me about these problems. Like, what? Like, my mom is 20-something years older than me. How could I relate to her and my dad's problems? What do I know? I wasn't grown in their generation. I don't know what they were taught. All I know is what I'm being taught. It's like sometimes we try to judge our parents when honestly we got no room to, because 9 times out of 10 we probably couldn't even handle our parents' situations if we were put in it.
Stuff. I had a very open heart to just not only her, but just women. Black women. I don't know how you can sit in the lap of a black woman and watch her go through that kind of hell and it not affect you. Mm-hmm. So all of my first movies were about my mother subconsciously saying, like, Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Right. So basically, you can see the origins of Perry's, gynocentrism. The focus on Black women. The focus of prioritizing their stories, their perspectives, their outlook, and in a way, you know, the demonization of Black men. And there's a color dynamic to his early films too. You could see where dark-skinned men were the problem, so on and so forth. That dynamic existed with him as well. But the focus of prioritizing Black women's perspectives is very much personal. And this is why I talked about not letting trauma define you. Because if you do, you lose perspective and you often will overlook some of the things that really are important to deal with, right? Important to deal with. And if you're in a position to help a lot of people, whether they be Black boys or other men or the community itself, you're not in a position to see these things. Now, ironically enough, operating in, you know, Black male studies, operating in the Black manosphere, I've heard these critiques brought to other brothers I know, the space in general, or the spaces in general, and me directly. The assumption being that we're led by trauma. Now, that is absolutely far from the truth, especially in my regard. I've done my work. I know what that is. I've had therapy. I've gone through all of that. The work I'm doing is about actually trying to help uplift Black men and boys by first helping us identify what the issues are that we grapple with most and giving us a vocabulary to do it. I'm not driven by rage at women or the system. No, I have my perspectives and critiques about those things, but my priority is about helping uplift, using critical analysis, using data, using relevant information, and developing a vocabulary. So I just want to be clear. But these are the kind of things that happen when you don't manage that trauma. So what you just heard from Tyler Perry helps us, gives us a kind of view on some of his motivations. But let's listen to another one. And in this one, he's doing an interview with Oprah and talking about his earliest sexual experiences.
Child, when was the first time you were molested as a child?
I was probably about 5 or 6 that I remember. And
5 or 6.
I'm building a birdhouse, and, you know, he had his hands in my pants. You know, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what is this? And I felt my body betraying me because I felt, it's odd because I felt an erection at that age.
At that age.
And I left my...
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Oh, hell no, man.
Man, I hate people who do that to fucking kids, bro. I fucking hate those type of people, bro. Like, oh my God. People like that don't even deserve sentences. They deserve death all off the rip. Like, man, let me be the executioner. I'll pull the Glock back every time for their ass. Oh my God, I hate people like that. Because look what people like that, those child molesters, look what they turned Tyler Perry into. People like that. Another evil creating another evil. Like, goddamn it. And Tyler Perry ain't even like a bad person. I ain't trying to say Tyler Perry's a bad person. But as you see, he lets his trauma do his work. All that trauma that he brings, he's putting on the Black woman's psyche. Like, and they don't even know it. Y'all are absorbing trauma from a molested man. And y'all don't even know it. And like I said, I hate the fact that it happened to him. Because if this never happened to him, he'd probably have a better image of men altogether. Like, let's be real. When a Black man went and did that to you, and a Black man went and did that to your mother, it's like...
Oh, hell no, man.
I can see where you don't fuck with us. I damn near almost understand it. But it's just no way to... like. But because of your trauma, you're damaging other Black men. You're damaging women from finding good Black men.
Again, you know, so all of this is going on in the house, and this is going on outside.
So there's no safe haven for you, really.
There was no safe haven, and that's all I remember about him. And the next person I remember was a nurse in the hospital. I had been rushed to the emergency room from school for something, and a male nurse comes in, and he was doing the same thing that this man was doing. And again, I left myself. And then there was the man in the church who, you know, used God and the Bible against me, you know, to justify a lot of the things that were going on. It was so horrible. And that was the first time, my first sexual experience was with this man performing oral sex on me as a boy.
The man in the church.
In the church. and the woman.
And y'all wonder why I be going in on religion. Y'all wonder why. Especially the Christian religion. Well, that slave master ass religion that for some reason we just take up like dumbasses, in my opinion. So L black community on that, all that Jesus and all that Christ stuff is like, man, y'all don't even read the Bible. Y'all don't. Bro, niggas don't read the Bible because the book of Deuteronomy would already turned us off to it. It talked about slavery. Now we see where the slave masters got this shit from. It's like, nah. I don't know why the hell we followed this shit. To be honest, we'd have been better following Islam. God damn it, we'd have been better as an Islamic community than a Christian community. Better for the women and the men. Look how well it was working for the Arabs.
Who I went over to play with her son, and she lived a couple of doors down from me. And I go over to play with her son, and she and her boyfriend are sitting there. And she was dressed weird. I didn't know what that was at the time. And I'm in the room playing with her son on the floor with the Matchbox cars, and I hear arguing from the living room. She comes in, she throws him in the bathroom and says, we were in the bedroom. She throws him in the bathroom and says, he take a bath and go to bed, and she tells me to go home, and I go to the door to try and unlock the door, and I'm hearing the click, click, click of the door, and I couldn't unlock it, and she lays on the sofa and she spreads her legs. I didn't know she was wearing lingerie at the time. I said, I have to go home, it's getting dark.
You're 10.
I'm 10. Mm-hmm. And she says, you want to go home? She lights a cigarette, she takes the key, she said, here's the key, and I come over to get it, and she puts it inside of herself, and she tells me to get it.
Like inside her vagina.
Yeah. So I get the key.
Whoa. What? What the fuck? And y'all. Okay. Yeah. I got it, man. Oh yeah. Okay, Tyler Perry, you got it. I understand it now. I understand it all. You are slightly forgiven, but I'm still pissed off. I'm still pissed off at you because. Where's this hatred for women then? Where's this shit for women? Where's the heat for women? Why is it all just us? But I'm gonna let it rock.
But I feel my body betraying me again.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, this nigga body always betraying him, no matter what. Straight, gay, it don't matter. Body's betraying him. And you know it's fucked up? It's so fucked up because as a 10-year-old, it's like, it's not that you can't feel sex or horniness. It's just that I feel like it'd be too much of an overwhelming feeling. It's too much overwhelming when you're first introduced to it. It's something that you're not really trained to control yet as a young kid. So like even I would say losing your virginity at a young age can be detrimental to a man or woman because you cannot control that sexual energy yet. That sexual energy was supposed to be put towards you achieving. Now the sexual energy is put towards just, sex, which doesn't help you with anything. Now, the term I'm coming with is sexual transmutation, where you turn sexual energy and you use it to benefit you. You ever wonder how kids who don't get molested actually progress in life? Because all that sexual energy was used to progress in sports, school, whatever hobbies they was going on into, because they didn't know about sex. They didn't know what else to do with that energy but actions. That's what sexual transmutation is. So when you're introduced to that at a young age, that energy and the feeling of it, like it's really hard to control as a 10-year-old, especially if you're not letting nobody know, so you can get that further protection from it, so you can actually get that. It's like, god damn, bro, it's constantly getting screwed over in this finale. It's like, bro, I'm surprised he made it to where he's at now, because I'm like, bro, usually niggas who live your type of past is just a sexual deviant afterwards. So, and who knows what he might be doing in the dark, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll be wondering how that man gets down behind closed doors after hearing this type of past.
Because I felt an erection.
Mm-hmm.
It's so disgusting, what these people did to this little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulled me on top of her, and I was inside of her. So my first sexual experience was with a woman. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, People like to be real flippant with these kind of experiences, and I've heard this all my life. I've heard it from women, I've heard it from men, I've heard it from law enforcement, from public officials,
Whoa.
where they'll talk about the violation of a boy under this kind of idea that, it's pretty consistent and rampant about men and boys in general, that we just need a wet hole. We love sex no matter where it comes from, and you should like it. And you hear these kind of things, even when it
Because a lot of these niggas are introduced to sex at a young age. Where to a point where they become sex addicts. Sex addicts. Like I said, it creates a sex addict at the end of the day. A man who just needs to constantly get it off. Is either the man is finds some female to let it off in, or he's just stroking it out. It's just a whole lot of sexual energy that young kid was never meant to have, and can barely control it. It damn near takes maturity at that point. At that point, if that kid shit happens to you, my nigga needs to go to a Shaolin temple at this point to get purified. And to find things to do and exercise and all that. Like, low key, like, we need to put them niggas through something where they can hone that sexual energy. Because as a 10-year-old, it's hard to find something to hone sexual energy on. But as you get older, like 13, 14 in high school, it's easier to find challenging things to hone that sexual energy on.
when it comes to a 5-year-old boy. And if you've not heard it from anyone else, I will tell you that is absolute bullshit. This is the kind of thing that traumatizes children, female or male. The problem is we don't have much empathy, social empathy for males. We don't even have a narrative for what violation and molestation looks like for boys, not one we take seriously. So often it's not talked about, it's ignored. And we're kind of hyper vigilant when it comes to girls and women, when it comes to, this idea of at least seeing it as a problem. If you run across somebody that has violated a girl, there's a shared public sentiment that that person needs to be punished, whether it's incarceration or death. Not saying it's always a rational response. It is what it is. But when it comes to boys, we have a cognitive dissonance about the matter. And we just kind of don't know how to process it, and we just kick it out of our minds. And so what happened to Perry was absolutely traumatizing and ridiculous, and it should have never happened, let alone to the hundreds of thousands of black boys that may have experienced this from over generations. And how much more rampant is it if it's not really even a subject that we discuss, right? For the most part, the sexual violation of boys by other men is not discussed. The sexual violation.
Man, that is true. That is true. Sexual violation of boys is not discussed because, like, look at it. It's happening right now. Sukiyana over here twerking on a 10-year-old boy. Like, it's shit like that turns niggas into sexual deviants. It's things like that turn niggas into fucking predators. It's like I said, sometimes black women don't even know how they destroy their own men. They don't even see it sometimes. To the point where, because it's this over-sexualizing energy that they're coming with now. That the new generation's coming with now. Thank God my generation's out of it. But, yeah. This shit's downright sad. It's low-key sad how that situation played out for man, bro. It's low-key sad. I can see why. I can see why he has this, I guess not even hatred, but it's just, it's damn near, it's like I said, it's subconscious. Like I said, he just does it subconsciously at this point, in my opinion. This comes after black men because that's just his life. He's putting it out there. Okay.
Violation of boys by women is considered a public good in the black community. It's considered a rite of passage.
That's true. Like I said, Sukiyana twerking on that little boy. Boosie, I think he paid some girl, or he convinced some girl, older woman, to give his son head. It's like, yeah. It's nobody talks about the violation of it. Like, we got shit. Your older sister go out and tell you to get some pussy before she goes out and tell you to hit the gym or go get a job. Man, sometimes man, these women will put you into some pussy instead of doing what they really need to help you to do, with the hopes that that's actually helping you out. It's like, no, honestly, and this is gonna sound crazy because you're talking about a person who lost his virginity at a very young age himself, but I would not want my kid to lose his virginity damn near until he's 18, almost 20. because all the things he could be doing to excel himself within that time is just unimaginable. Like, he can be in a completely different place. I could have been in a completely different place if I'd have held out. It's just that's just the fact of the matter. It's like having sex at a young age, it only destroyed you as a person. It did not help you in any bit. It did not give you experience. It did not give you maturity. It gave you trauma. And it gave you a lack of luster for life. And it gave you a lack of luster for achievements. Because sex is supposed to be the end goal of those achievements as a man. You're supposed to build yourself as a man with your body, your mind, your education. And then the reward for doing that was supposed to be a woman. That's not the case anymore. You don't gotta have none of that to get a woman. Now, what's the point of going to excel yourself now? If back in the day the prize was a woman. Now the woman is coming before the prize. No pun intended.
The perspective is, even from women, this woman helped you become a man, or she gave you a gift. Absolute bullshit. This is traumatizing. Even for teenagers, when you're dealing with older women, most particularly over 30, 40 years old, you'll find story after story across race of young teenagers who could not emotionally handle what came along with the sex. It's not about the sex by itself.
No, it's not.
It's about what came with it. And a lot of these boys experience trauma and go off the rails because they can't handle these women, these mature older women. Right? So even though we think that this stuff should be whatever, it's just a sexual act, it doesn't matter, absolutely not true. And I am also saying this as somebody that experienced it myself. First time I experienced it, I was probably about 3.5, 4 years old. And it was a babysitter. It wasn't really a traditional babysitting situation. My mother and father, I think, went out and they left me with the downstairs neighbor. She was an older white woman, and it was her son, her teenage son. I was about 3.5, 4. I didn't even remember it fully until I was 21. And I was sitting in a women's studies class listening to them talk about rape. And they talked about it as if they owned it, as if this was something that men and boys never experienced. And they did a lot of the finger wagging to let us know how seriously we need to take this and how much we need to defend women and girls. It struck me in the middle of class like I was watching a television show in my head. It was clear as day. There was every part in me that remembered this as an experience, not a fantasy, not something that just arbitrarily popped in my head. It was a hardcore memory. But I think what happened is I didn't know how to process it at that age, so I just put it on a shelf. And when I'm sitting in this class, it came back clear as day. And I realized in that class at that moment, there's no language for what happens to boys. I didn't have a language at 4 or 3.5, and I damn sure didn't have a language at 21. So I had to be lectured to.
Because, bro, we second-class citizens in our own community. And our women don't like to acknowledge it because then it would actually damn near put a spotlight on how they low-key treat us. And they start seeing like, damn, oh shit, I don't treat this nigga like a human sometimes. I don't treat him like he's on the same level as me. I treat him like how the media tells me to treat him. Not as a man, but as a black man who just meant to be disrespected and emasculated. Yeah, that's the mind control they put in our women, to be disrespected and emasculated. Like, think about what he says. There's no language for a black man or a male for getting molested by a woman. There's no language for it. It's just, oh well, she helped you become a man. You should be happy. Good for you. Well, now you're dealing with a whole lot of sexual energy that's gonna load that may ruin your life. And everybody's patting you on the back. It's like, what? What the fuck? What type of evil shit we in here?
By this class full of women telling me how seriously I need to take rape. But there wasn't even a language for me. And as I started to talk about this over the years, I can't tell you how many black male students would walk up to me and share their stories, but they didn't know how to until I shared mine. Now, the second time I was molested, I was just under 10.
God damn.
And it was from an older girl. Okay. And she was a babysitter as well, Oh. And she did things that I just really wasn't ready for. I didn't necessarily initiate. I didn't know anything about it. It just happened. But my point is simply that We have to protect our boys. And the first stage in that protection, as far as I'm concerned, is giving us a language to talk about it and being willing to do so. So I salute Tyler Perry doing that in this episode. However, what I'm also adding to this discussion is the importance of us doing this kind of work while having grappled with the difficulties of navigating and and really growing past that trauma. I think Perry has been dealing with that in the course of his artwork, but the way he's dealing with it, I think, can also cause more problems. Because
Thank you. Thank you. That was it right there. Because that's it right there. Yes. Like, it's respectable how he's letting out his trauma, but like your trauma is only causing more problems in the community that you're trying to inform. Like, apparently you're trying to inform us that this shit could happen. Okay, cool, we get it. But dog, you doing this, you showing the negativity of it is only pushing people towards negativity. If you were to show the positivity of black love and what it could be and how it's supposed to be, then that's what we've been pushing towards. But all you show the negativity of it, and this is what people are pushing towards now. Like, I'm telling you, there's movies where, bro, there's always a Tyler Perry movie where a black man is just the worst type of people, worst type of person, always a predator, never the savior. Actually, he'll put a white man as a savior before he put his own kind as a savior. So that should tell you a lot about Tyler Perry movies.
many of his films are about, prioritizing women and girls, and really,
Yes. Okay, that's it. Prioritizing women and girls. Just prioritizing their feelings, their actions, and everything. Like, everything for them can always be explained no matter how twisted and fucked up the action is. They can always be explained. Like, we need to start telling women that there's something you just can't explain. That you just need to sit there and say, yo, I'm fucking wrong. And I was dead wrong. There's no explaining it. That's the problem with these Tyler Perry movies. They always try to give women an explanation for explaining. And a lot of y'all women don't know that even when they explain it in the show, it don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no fucking sense even in the show. The only time y'all hear when shit don't make sense is when a man's talking shit don't make sense. But you don't hear when a woman's talking and this shit don't make sense. It's like I say, y'all got a special ear. You got a special ear for us. Which is cool. Please keep that ear on. Let us know we being stupid. But y'all also gotta realize when y'all sounding stupid, when y'all being unaccountable, when y'all just trying to get what y'all want out of a situation that y'all don't deserve to get what y'all want out of. It's like I seen the Tyler Perry movie. These shows all the time. It's where the woman's allowed to express herself freely, allowed to feel these emotions, allowed to be jealous and all this other good stuff. But as soon as a man does it, as soon as a man tries to show any type of fucking humanity, he's sassy. He's being a bitch. He's being feminine. He got too much emotions for me. It's like, so it's just emasculation on every fucking level. It's like, I can't be a fucking man. I can't be a human. I can't be a human and react to bullshit. I can't be a human and react to insults. Oh, that's what it is? Okay, bet.
downplaying the struggle of boys and men in very patronizing ways at times. And that in and of itself produces problems. I'm going to share with you an article that came out. Let me see. This is on essence.com. Trying to see if it has the date on it. Yes, October 27th, 2020. And it deals with it here. Right? So this article is entitled Tyler Perry, My Mother Lied About My Biological Father. Says, I love my mother to death, but she lied to me, says Perry. Now, many of you are probably more aware about this stuff than I am. I don't always.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And this Tyler Perry be the main one. Like, oh, black women could do no wrong. Even when they lie, even when they cheat, they're somehow still right. It's just no such thing anymore as a black woman just being completely in the wrong. And you can see it by the way you talk to these black women these days. You could tell them, yo, you're fucking wrong. And they'll sit there and try to explain to you how a wrong could be a right. They'll sit there and explain to you how whatever selfish desire, whatever. Oh man, I could go in all day on that note, but they'll sit there and explain to you the most craziest shit on why they did it, on why you should be okay or why you shouldn't be as mad for them doing it. And then it'll even go as far as playing with words, trying to say, "Oh, that word doesn't mean that," like they don't know English or something. It's like it's a complete unhumanization of you. And then, but the more they dehumanize you, the higher they put themselves on a pedestal. Ain't that about a bitch crazy? How your mom can lie about your biological father and nothing happens. But let a man do it. But let your biological father lie. Oh yeah, he's cut off for years. He won't get a call for the next 2-3 years, huh? Like I said, it's crazy how we never got that same type of energy for when women sometimes do us even dirtier than our dads do, or that our male friends or whatever. Women be doing us dirtier, but we still hit them with more forgiveness than we do men, and that's perfectly fine. I do believe that men should be held to a higher moral standard than women. That's perfectly fine, but it doesn't mean that women shouldn't be held to no standard at all. No, y'all still got a fucking standard. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all falling below it. Like hella below it. Yeah, y'all need to do some pull-ups and raise yourself above the bar.
Always follow pop culture, but I think there's some important things to talk about from time to time. And this is a short piece, so I'll just go through it real quick. Tyler Perry is opening up about a family secret. He revealed that the man who raised him, Emmett Perry Sr., is not his biological father. Says, "I love my mother to death, but she lied to me," he told Radio 1 founder Kathy Hughes during an interview at Women's Empowerment 2014. Perry added that he always suspected that Perry Sr. wasn't his real father because of the abuse that he inflicted on him. Perry's mother, who is now deceased, always insisted that the man he refers to as a bastard was his biological father. According to News One, Perry cautioned parents about the importance of telling children the truth. Completely agree with that, by the way. This is not the first time he has come forward with details of his turbulent childhood. In a 2010 interview with Oprah, he opened up about the details of the abuse from his father and other adults in his life. After his mother's death, Tyler took a DNA test with his brother, which revealed that they did not have the same father. He then took a test with Perry Sr., confirming that he already suspected. Perry says the search for his real father continues.
God damn. This was 2 years ago. Well, 3 years ago. October 27, 2020. Man. And she took that shit to the grave. Not even letting my man know who his father is. Like, so how can he know? See? It's like I was saying, black women can almost do anything to us. Lie, cheat, steal, and it's all okay. It's just all okay. It's okay. It's okay, queen. It's alright. Nope. Where's the movie about that, nigga? Where's the movie about that? Like, shit. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. If we gonna show the evil of the black man, let's go in on black women, too. I'm a fair nigga. Or you can just stop the bullshit altogether and just show positive images of both. Like, let's keep it a buck. Man, I fucking hate negative. I just hate negativity. Because negativity is a fucking choice. You choose to be negative. You choose to irritate people. You choose to get on people's bad side. Honestly, due to your own selfishness or your own insecurities that you just want to invoke on people. And it's kind of crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Well, like I said, you could choose a higher vibration, but you choose to be low. Everything in your life, every action, every emotion, you have a choice to feel and enact upon. No, nothing just, it just came over me. No, you chose to let it anger you. You chose to let it depress you. You choose how you feel. You choose how your mind interacts with the world. That's the best thing about having a free mind. Like, on an extreme note, you could sit there and watch somebody die and not have a reaction to it. It's your choice if you want to have a reaction to it. Ain't it crazy? But some people want to react, and people don't even know that people like indulging in their emotions. It's almost addicting to indulging your emotions. You ever been mad and just like, for some reason you just like the feeling of being mad? You don't want nothing to calm you down. You could go meditate right now, but you're just mad. You're damn near addicted to the feeling of being mad. You chose. You chose negativity.
Now, I bring this up to say, in allowing our unresolved trauma to dictate what we do, I think in this instance, what we see from Tyler Perry is an agenda that prioritizes women and girls, even though he's been victimized by women. You know, you just listened to the story he told about being sexually molested by a grown woman at 10 years old.
Where's that heat for women? Like I said, honestly, I just think it was just the money. I think he's seen how much money he makes off dogging black men, and it was just too much. Bro made 3 million off putting down black men. Well, my bad, 3 billion. 3 billion off putting down black men. Boy, I couldn't imagine making $1 billion insulting my own people. It couldn't be me, but I got integrity, so I guess there's a difference. But hey, though, I'm gonna continue to watch the shows though. Look, I ain't gonna lie. It's like he's a great writer. Anybody say Tyler Perry ain't a great writer, I ain't gonna lie. Like that nigga is a tremendous writer. He's a great screenwriter. It's like that's just the fact of the matter is he's a great author. He's a great movie director. He like when it comes to getting that feeling across to you through visual imagery, he got the science down, bro. Got the sauce. It's just he could be using his powers for good instead of evil. He uses his power to build instead of destroy. You feel me? Okay.
That doesn't really enter his work in the same way his analysis of black men as negative monsters, in a sense, has taken center stage. We don't see that kind of balance, even though he's experienced it in his life, right? But then we get to one of the most egregious parts of his life. And I say egregious because even though it doesn't have to do with necessarily, a physical abuse kind of dynamic or a sexual one in this instance.
And it's crazy though. Not one black man ever just stood up and be like, man, I'm about to go beat these niggas ass.
Coming from his mother.
I'm about to go beat these niggas ass for you, G. I got you, bro. I got you. And they ain't gonna touch you again, homeboy. I got you. I'll make sure they never do. Man, that's all we need. We didn't need one. We just need more strong niggas out there ready to beat a niggas ass over touching kids and women. But we don't got enough. We got a whole bunch of beta male pussy boy cowards who want to sit there and be fat, skinny, or just a fat fuck and won't protect anything. Probably won't even protect their own children if they got molested. That's the type of niggas we got running around here. And here's the thing. The women is fucking them. The women love them. That's the craziest thing. So the strong men that will protect these women, they don't fuck with us. We got too much rules. We want them to be in at a certain time. We want them to work on themselves. You feel me? It's just, I get it. It's a lot. But, but nigga who don't care about you, who just want you to post naked pictures of yourself on Instagram, who want you out here working all types of shit, doing all types of bullshit, who don't protect you, who've hit you, oh yeah, love them niggas. Them's the niggas y'all love. Sadly. And it could change. It could change. This will all change. And it starts with you. If you're a black woman watching this, it starts with you. It starts with the message that you can put into your friend group. It talks to you just talking and getting the idea out there. I promise, hey man, there are women who are rich because they go against the agenda. It's like every black woman is talking about how fucked up black men. There ain't too much black women that's talking about how much good we do. Not too many. Actually, the black women that do talk about how the good we do are canceled. Yeah, canceled. Canceled the fuck up. You can't even find their books. You can't find their shadow banned on YouTube. As soon as they talk something good about us. Shit. Honestly, you ask a black woman to say one good thing about black men, man, she probably draw at a... So, let's keep it a buck here. Let's keep it a buck. Sometimes the only good things black women have to say about black men is the few ones in their life. But niggas, let's be real. We know some terrible black women and we'll still speak good on them regardless, because we know some ones that was treating us real nice. We know some sweet ones. But women like to act as if there was no sweet person that came along in their life to help them out, or that's to open the door for them. Nope. If the man didn't shove his hands into his pocket to shell out some money, she don't see no kindness. She don't see no love, because all her love is materialistic.
And this is the woman that he is fairly, he's pedestalized to some degree. We've heard that in the first clip I played, how much he, really, saw her in a very particular light. And then had to grapple with after her death.
And that's the problem. I swear, we see women in too big of light even after evil. even after the evil bullshit that they do, even I'm guilty of this. Even after the bullshit that they do, we still try to see them and love them for who they could for their potential. Not who they are, because who they are is a pretty terrible person, but for their potential of who they could be, because we always see who a person could be. A lot of people stay with fucked up people because we just know that their potential is so fucking high. We just get mad about how retarded they're being, how low energy they're being. And you sometimes just don't understand, but hey, man, success is not for everybody. Man, that goes in all aspects because it's a mindset thing at this point. It got to be a mindset shift towards black men. And black men also needs a mindset shift too. We gotta stop running up under these women trying to white knight every time. Sometimes, I'll be real with you, no, some of these hoes deserve the actions that they got from a man. Dead ass. Some of y'all bitches is disrespectful as shit. Some of y'all bitches think that y'all can do certain things that, let's be real, your own dad wouldn't have let you do. Your own dad, your daddy would have told you that was dumb. But you ain't got a dad, so nobody's here to tell you what a real man thinks. Y'all try to create your own definition of a man, but without having a real man in your life. Ain't that crazy? Y'all try to go for hood niggas for definitions of a man, and then try to tell a real man a definition of a man, what a man should do, how a man should conduct himself. But you ain't never stepped a foot or never even lived as a man a day in your life. Actually, you don't even know any real men. Crazy.
The reality that this woman had lied to him about who his father was. And in a way, if you allow it to process, may have explained some of his stepfather, we'll just use that term, stepfather's, antipathy toward him. That might have played a role.
You know what's crazy? Some women has never watched a man be in power and want to tell you how a man's supposed to act. Ain't that crazy? Some women have watched their dad get whooped on by their mother. Damn, they're dragged around to do whatever. And then they want to tell you how a man's supposed to act. Like, trust me. Some of y'all girls need to shut the fuck up respectfully.
Some of this. Right? It may very well have been that the father that was in the house, as abusive and problematic and dysfunctional as he was, may have been frustrated about a few other things that he didn't have the language for. But the question I'm asking is, at what point do we see in Tyler Perry's work an acknowledgement of the things he experienced that black men are talking about and have only recently begun to do so on any kind of public stage, usually a public stage that we put together with our own hands?
Facts.
I'm on YouTube, but don't get it twisted. I'm building my platform on my own. Everything, the only support I get is from my listeners. There's no corporate funding for this. I'm not in a studio at a media.
Hey, that's facts. It's crazy because the black female, the black woman's voice has been commercialized. It's that they've put money behind it. It's like, think about it. They gave Oprah billions of dollars just to talk shit about us. Billions, just talk shit about us. And they gave other women millions to have their own show and talk about it. Then they gave a couple beta males some millions just to sit there and talk about us. Ricky something, I don't know. Some dude named Ricky. I'm trying to remember his name. I know he used to have a show. He's like a radio host. But that was the biggest simp on the radio, trust me. So, like I said, now y'all hearing our voice. Now y'all hearing how a real man's talking. Not these niggas who just want to kiss up to y'all, kiss y'all ass all day. Now there's a problem. Because y'all too used to us not saying anything. Because back in the day, we didn't say shit. We just went on, did what we did. And if we couldn't find a good black one in our community, fuck it, man. We got Hispanic and all that good stuff now. That's what we just used to do in silent. Now everybody's putting a spotlight on niggas. They putting a spotlight on the masculine black man now. They're like, okay, bro, we need your help. Because these bitches still ain't acting wild. We've been simping for damn near 40 years. 40 years of simping and shit ain't working. Shit ain't working. I'm going to say, wait. 30s. My bad. 30 years of simping. Because the 90s music, that really fucked us up. That simping ass music that I love too. Yeah, that fucked us up for real. I ain't even gonna lie.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Man, we should have been singing about kicking bitches to the curb instead of please don't let me know. Man, we should have been singing about a whole lot. We should have been singing about how these women are singing about us. Oh God, how women of today sung about us today. We need to start singing about. We should have sung about them in the '90s. We'd have had a whole different perspective. Like dead ass.
A corporation. You don't see any production assistants running around here bringing me coffee or editing video.
Cause you know what's crazy? The way they sing about us today, wild. You know what? What was it? It was the Summer Walker song. I don't know. Yeah, my girl was playing. It was a Summer Walker song, and she was talking about a soft life. Yeah, and she started bringing up all the races of women. Oh, they can have a soft life. They can have a soft life, and it's just like, why are you taking it there? Like,
What? What the fuck?
because you got with some Pookie Ray Ray nigga that didn't even like you, that been had hoes, and that fucked off on you, just had the kid and bounced. So because a rich nigga didn't give you the soft life, now it's all our fault. Now you gotta call out all black men for this shit, like bro. And here's the thing: black women don't say shit. It's like why you got it? Like why is it always an attack on us? It's like at this point, I don't care. Y'all can attack us all day. It ain't gonna do shit to me. I'm just wondering why. I'm just saying like why? Like why? What's the point? Like it don't make y'all no better. It honestly makes y'all look pathetic. But hey, that's just my opinion.
No, most of the brothers you see on social media doing this work are doing it themselves. And many of us are
Facts. Facts. Boy, I wish I had a company come behind me and say, hey yo man, yo set, come on, our shit, talk your shit, my nigga, and we gonna spread this shit to the world. Spread your good message to the world. Fitness, positivity, mental durability, man. What? That's some shit the black community needs to know. What? Let's push that out. Oh, nope. Instead, we want to push transgenderism, the gay agenda, and pussy boy behavior. Yes, those are what we want to push in the black community. And long as we got the women talking that shit, and long as we got our beta males set to the side, we're good.
taught. We've taught ourselves how to do animation, to edit video, to edit audio, to do all kinds of things.
Bro.
No assistance, no support, no programs with federal or city funding, or even funding from private investors to help us build these skills to pass on and grow and build with. No. Every man in this space, for the most part, is like a cowboy. We all at the OK Corral, doing the shit ourselves and sometimes having battles in the middle of the street.
Nah, I feel it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Since I started this YouTube thing, like I could low-key be a producer at this point. Like I could low-key, I've like damn near discovered the elements on how to run my own show, how to run a news show, how to run this a regular. Damn, I could probably even write skits if I wanted to now, based off how well I got this YouTube shit working out. It's like, and this is the skills that I just acquired, just learning the basics, just supplying myself to it. So, you know, if you want to learn something, make sure you apply yourself. Don't just sit there and read books all day. Actually do the shit.
But at the end of the day, we're each doing it for the most part alone. I managed to come into the space with the support of a few brothers that I really appreciate, that helped me out and cut my learning curves. Brothers like BGS, like Artist and MC, abuse, the emotional abuse, all of these things, violations.
Yep, and that's the problem. I ain't gonna lie, black men, we get violated too much. We let our own women violate us too much. Like the brick lady, that's the problem. We have simp ass niggas who will just sit there and be like, oh queen, we're sorry. Bitch ass nigga, do your fucking research and make sure this shit real before you wanna put on the white nightgown. Like nigga, do your goddamn research before you give these women another reason. Bro, to look down on us. To always expect an apology for being a man. It's like, bro, it's these simp ass niggas, bro. I swear to God. Like, bro, I didn't need to do a show on the simps of YouTube or the biggest simps of today. That's it. I'm writing it down. Yup. Channel topic. Biggest simps of today. And it's going to irritate me because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because the simping behavior just irritates me because it just destroys our community. It destroys our community. So I really don't want to do it, but it needs to be done. The biggest simps on YouTube and more, because there's a lot of them. We got a lot of them to cover. Trust me.
Not had a platform to say our side of that dynamic. And even for those of us who are in a position to do that work, sometimes the trauma dictates what we do to such a degree that we actually shoot other black men in our frustration. And I'm not talking literally shoot, but figuratively. And I suggest that Tyler Perry has been doing this for years. Based on...
We do shoot ourselves. And that's true. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just like I was shooting other black men about, well, not figuratively, but, verbally. It's like, yeah, I don't like the message you give to these black women. I don't like the way you feel like you let them think that they could just walk all over us. You let them think that they could do whatever and then still be in our good graces. It's like, y'all niggas let these bitches think this. This is what he means by we're shooting against the other side at this point. And the righteous will win, but hey, we're gonna have to wait till the smoke clears to see who the righteous is. And I know I'm on the side of the righteous, but we gonna see. we gonna see.
On how we view things as children. See, this is the importance of resolution, working these things out, these traumas out, so you're not still responding to them at the age you were when they occurred. That's the thing about trauma, especially if you're talking about childhood trauma. Emotionally, you continue to respond to it with the maturity level you were at when it first took place until you are able to resolve it. And that's one of the things we have to deal with. I think even in the interviews, and this is no disrespect to Perry, because I've dealt with similar traumas. I'm not suggesting at all that this is lightweight work. It's not. But the reality is, much of the time, I heard the voice of the 5-year-old and the 10-year-old that still went through it. That means to me, this is not yet resolved for him. He's not in a healthy place about it, at least up to the time of these interviews. And when you look at his work and you see the narratives that he espouses, you can see he's still doing that work.
You don't gotta look at BET. You don't gotta look up, bro. I'm telling you, man. You watch that Sistas. His agenda's written all over it. It's kind of crazy how, man, look, they got the gay black man acting tougher than the straight black men out here. The gay black men been putting shit more down than the straight niggas. It's been crazy to see that in the show, where we're supposed to be the protectors of our women, but somehow
I understand that these spaces, are hostile.
But somehow he's making
people will use any vulnerability to disrespect
the gay niggas, the protectors of our women, and not the straight men as the protectors. Oh no. We're the people who hurt our women is the straight niggas. The gay people are the ones who protect them. That is the picture that Tyler Perry is trying to create. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you're just reading into it too far. It's just a show. And I'm just like, okay, but how do you act? How do you act outside of that show? How do you treat black men outside of that show? Do you treat them well? Do you treat the black man that you're with well? Do you treat him like he's a king? Do you treat him like he's a strong black man? And if you say no, or if you just say niggas ain't shit, then sorry, but that show you're watching is not just a show. It's actually getting into your mind. If you have no good experiences with black men, just like he doesn't. About as simple as that. Anyway, though, I've been rocking on here for about a good, almost 2 hours I've been snapping. Okay, let me hop up off here. My bad, people. But it's been fun, though, I love it. It's been real fun. Man, y'all have a good one, man. This is set timing out. And we go. Man, I'll see y'all.